Please take your seats, grab your drinks and grab onto your life preservers. It is bound to be a bumpy journey.
Please welcome to the stage your host for this evening, Mr. Max Marchesi. To the stage, your host for this evening, Max Marchesi. Get on the stage, Max.
Sorry, did someone call for me? Oh dear, look at that. A packed house on the Battersea Barge. Watch as we roll along the Thames. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Max Marchesi. And let me delight you with some entertainment. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found the somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, or even just to be sad, thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be me, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me the thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you. To be you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. All the impressed. A packed house on the Battersea Barge. Who could ask for anything more, honestly? Let's get on to introductions. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Max Marchesi. I'm 23 years old. I'm a Sagittarius and I am a musical theatre performer. Now, how exciting is that? Now, all of you, who are you? Oh, there we go. Isn't it wonderful to be here on the Battersea Barge on such a sunny evening, and the weather has just been awfully frightful recently, so what a lovely day we've got. But not only is it just me, this evening I'm joined by West End phenomenon. Give your hands together for Mr. Dean Austin. Dean, how you feeling this evening?
Yeah, I've been better.
Yeah, I know you've been stuck with me all day. But anyway, Dean, are you ready to have some fun?
Oh, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I do need to gauge the room real quick. Who knows what a cabaret is? Just hands up for me, just gauge the room. Well, that's a bit shocking. Well, allow me to tell you what a cabaret actually is and what it entails. So, tonight, you are seeing a cabaret, not a musical. So if you come, the door's there. But a cabaret, you can do absolutely anything with it. A cabaret is more stories. You're telling a story about yourself, someone else. It could be fictional, it could be entirely made up, or it could be real. And you put different songs that apply to you in this cabaret. And when I started doing cabaret, I was at the University of Chichester, and I was with my scene partner, and we sat for hours pondering how do we start a cabaret. And you can do absolutely anything with cabaret, so let me take you a little tease into what we can actually do with cabaret. Dean. So this is one of my favourite songs from the musical Sweeney, Todd. And this was the original. A tender tale of Sweeney Todd. His skin was pale and his eye was odd. He shaped the faces of gentlemen who then after were heard of again. But Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. What do you think of that? Stephen Sondheim, fantastic. But with cabaret, you can adapt and change the lyrics. So when me and Chris joined the stage and we decided to take that number, we did the following thing. Take it away. Attend the tale of Max and Chris. They stank of piss, but their lives were bliss. They sang to women of Chichester who sums up what cabaret really is. You can do absolutely anything with it. You can make people laugh, cry. I can see a few people crying in the audience already. So, on that, I've prepared a little song just to set the venue and where we are before we go on our little journey. You might know it, some of you might not. I'm looking primarily at over 60s who might know this little tune. So if you do, just raise your hands. But we've adapted it, I put my own lyrics to it, and it'll be a lot of fun. So let's see what you think. Let's sail on the barge and let us roll along the Thames. Let me see what spring is like in Battersea Barge. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, pass me that sick bag. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Now, that famous little song was Fly Me to the Moon by the great Frank Sinatra. Now, who knows Frank Sinatra? Oh, let's go on, raise your hands. Go on, raise them up. Come on, you all know who Frank Sinatra is. Don't be shy. Jeff, don't be shy. I know you know Frank. Give me a hand up. So, that's the joy of cabaret. You can do whatever you want with it, and that's where the fun begins. So, our story, ladies and gentlemen. I want to ask you some questions at the end of the day. Do you understand what musical theatre performers really go through? No? Yes? No? Well, it's an exciting little journey. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of magic to it. There's a lot of misery, lots of love, lots of tears, but we make you smile at the end of it. So you get something out of it. And as much as I enjoy it, that's the best part of it. It's all about me. So, cabarets, musicals, they all start with one thing, a dream. Let me tell you about one dream in particular. Now let's see who knows this little song. Don't roll your eyes. I close my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. Now let's see who knows this one. I wore my coat, with golden lining, bright colours shining, wonderful and new. And in the east, the dawn was breaking, but the world was waking. Any dream will do. A crash of drums, a flash of light, my golden coat flew out of sight. The colours faded into darkness, I was left alone. May always stick to your dreams. Am I right there, Dean? Always
Absolutely.
stick to them. Now, the fun fact for you is, most musical theatre performers grow up watching Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and at that age, they're bedazzled. They are so entranced by it, and that's where they start. Funny enough, I was not one of those kids, which makes it even better. But one day, I do hope to wear the mighty multicoloured coat. And a fun fact for you all, I did Joseph a couple of years back. And the thing about Joseph is it stays with you forever. You'll always remember it, especially the colours. It goes red and green and yellow and brown and scarlet and black and ochre and peach and so on. Don't quote me on the colours, I still don't know them. So, I wanted to be a performer at a young age. I thought to myself, I can see myself on the stage, spotlight on me, people occasionally throwing some roses at me, that'd be really nice. Audiences yelling my name. Just see me on that stage and shine. Now you all know this one, surely. You're such a big star to me. You're everything I want to be. But you're stuck in a hole, and I want you to get out. I don't know what there is to see, but as long as you're with me, we're all just pushing along, trying to figure it out. Our anticipations pull you down, and you can have it all. You can have it all. Oh, so come on, get it on. I don't know what you're waiting for. Your time is coming, don't be late. Hey, so come on, see the light on your face. Let it shine, just let it shine. Let it shine. Now, if you didn't know Frank Sinatra, surely you know Take That, so raise your hands if you do. Well, I was a bit shocked there for a minute. I thought no one knew that. Not a really good audience tonight, are you? Like, let's get you all involved a bit more. Have a sing, join in, and even have a laugh. The title is Laugh on the Barge for a reason. So if you're not laughing, well, I'm not going to laugh either. It's going to be a bit awkward, isn't it? What do you say, Dean? Well, I can't say anything because he's laughing too much. So, with that, seeing my dreams, I wanted to be a performer. And I was very lucky. I trained at the Brit School. I trained in straight theatre to begin with, but I knew something slowly was missing. As great as it is doing big old Shakespeare and all those other little things, something is missing. It's the song and the dance. Now, I can't dance well, I've got 2 left feet, but you give it a go. And you learn a few things or two, you know, put on your tap shoes and give it a little tap. Who can tap here? Well done, 1 for 2 people, about 3 people. Oh, we get better and better. Is there going to be a 4th person going? What's going twice? Oh, there we go. 4 people. Read the mind. So, when you begin your journey, what made me want to do musicals? Well, I wanted to sing, dance and act and the occasional jazz hands, because it's just more fun. And there was one musical that kind of led me to want to do that. Now, we all love our musicals, and if you know me, I work as both a singer, a dancer, but I also scare people for a living, so I do like the gory musicals. And it's not the one you're thinking, but it's another little one. So there I decided from that day I was going to do musical theatre, and I went and auditioned. Now, the fun thing, before you do any auditions, you need to know what roles you want to be. You need to know what songs you need to sing. And this one in particular was one I always wanted to do. So, please put your hands together and just gently, because she's a bit shy, but for my favourite musical, and all the way back in the 70s when it was first filmed, we've got one of the special stars here tonight. Now, you have to be a bit careful, she's wilting quite a lot and she's quite afraid, so just be nice. Do you promise me that?
Yes. Yeah.
That's good. Right, should we go get her?
Yep.
Right, darling, it's your cue to get ready. Are you ready? What do you mean you're not ready? Well, you need to be ready. Right, don't show me up this time, and don't do anything silly. and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Audrey 2. I don't know what to do with you. Just wish this just met you, but I've been going with you like this for weeks. Grow and wilt, swear and flop. Are you sickly little plant, or are you just plain stubborn? What is it you want? I've given you sunshine. I've given you dirt. You've given me nothing but heartache and hurt. I'm begging you sweetly. I'm down on my knees. Oh, please grow for me. I've given you potash. I wanted to sip. I've given you potash. You've given me sip. Oh, pot, how I missed you. Oh, God, how you tease. Now, please grow for me. I've given you southern exposure to get you to thrive. I've pinched you back hard like I'm supposed to. Your belly alive. I've tried you at levels of moisture from desert to mud. I've given you grow like some mineral supplements, but ow! Hey! You woke up and you hurt my finger. What are you doing, Audrey? Don't look at the people like that. Oh, don't look at me like that. So, no. Well, what is it you need? No, surely not. Surely not. You can't eat blood. Well, I suppose just a little will be fine. But as long as you don't make a habit of anything. I've given you sunshine. I've given you rain. Looks like you're not happy unless I open a vein. I'll give you a few drops if that'll appease. Now please, oh please, grow for me. It's quite remarkable, isn't she? Right, are we going to put you back? Well, you do need to go back. Your time is overdue. So say goodbye to everyone. She doesn't like to speak yet. She lost her voice. Too much singing. Come on, let's put you back, please. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was one of the dream roles I aspired to be while growing up. And Little Shop of Horrors is such a fantastic musical, and it's one I still wish to do to this day. Funnily enough, I had an audition a couple of months ago. We didn't get it. Heartbreaking, I know. But we'll get on to another point of that story. So, that is one of the songs I take into my auditions. I go up, I walk in the room, and I meet some people I've never met before who look quite scary and quite serious. But that's what you got to do. You got to show your skills. You got to show what you can do and show your potential. Dean, you've been on many panels, haven't you?
A lot.
Yeah. And if I walked in with the plant, how would you feel?
No.
Yeah, no. So we take that song, but we don't take the plant, just in case, because, you know, as much as I'm a weirdo already, we don't want people thinking, oh my God, he's absolutely nuts. So, you make your repertoire. You bring all your different songs together. And you've got a contrast. You can't just have the same old. So, you know, I can play Geeky Little Nerd all the time. You have to go into a vast array of characters. And this is another song that stuck with me. Now, a few people in this audience, I mean the over 60s again, but mainly over 70s, will remember the good old 50s of Doris Day and Howard Keel. So shout out to the Golden Girls all around. I see you all there, don't you worry. Who will remember Doris Day and Calamity Jane? Who remembers? There we go. And good old Howard Keel on the guitar singing this beautiful song. And this song has stuck with me ever since. I did a production of Calamity Jane years ago, and it stayed with me forever and ever. And I take this for a lot of my auditions, and it always goes down a little treat, especially when the panel goes, "Oh, I haven't heard that before, where's that from?" I go, "Oh yeah, Calamity Jane." "Oh yeah, okay, that's a nice one." I'm like, "Yeah, give him the job." So, I present to you all Higher Than a Hawk. My heart is higher than a hawk. My love is deeper than a well. I'm thinking in a little while, my love and I'll be doing very well. Her picture giving me the eye, her perfume blowing me a kiss. I wouldn't, be all surprised if I were only dreaming all of this. And when I strut about like a sunny Jim, dressed in yellow and red, folks will shout, "Take a look at him, he's teached in the head." I said that I would never fall. I laughed at others when they fell, and here I'm falling higher than a hawk and deeper than a well. And when we're all rigged up like a birthday cake, eyes will pop everywhere. Folks will shout, "Don't you think they make a wonderful pair?" I said that I would never fall, but if you promise not to tell, my love is higher than a hawk and deeper than a well. My love is higher than a hawk and deeper than a Absolute gorgeous song. What do you all think? Do you agree? And what about you, Dean? Do you agree?
It's a great song.
Oh,
And not done very often either.
No, it's a little rare treat for you all. But, speaking of rare treats, there's songs that you don't always perform, but you know you have to every now and then. And with me, what I find out, especially in this ever-changing industry, is that I have two sorts of personalities. I've got the cool, slick, suave me, but then I've got the over-the-top camp me, which is coming out a bit more and more every now and then, and some people are a bit like, "Are you?" I'm like, no. So, my next little number to you. Now, I don't really want to give away all the musicals I do, but this is big, bold, flashy, and there's a few little rare treats to it all. So, shall we, Dean?
Shall we?
I only bring this out on special occasions, so get ready. You're in for a treat. Jesus, I am overjoyed to meet you face to face. You've been getting quite a name all around the place. Healing cripples, raising from the dead, and now I understand your God. At least that's what you've said. So, you are the Christ, you're the great Jesus Christ. Prove to me that you're divine. Change my water into wine, that's all you need do, and I'll know it's all true. Come on, King of the Jews. Jesus, you just won't believe rather than take a few more of my skills into consideration. So, I need a little volunteer. He doesn't know he's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see if it works. But, Jeff Moxie, come join me on this game. Come on, we're going to do a little magic trick. Come on, Jeff. Come on, Jeff, we can't leave Dean vamping all day. I need help forever. Come on, up you come, Jeff. Oh, Jeff. What's your name again? Fantastic, Jeff. Now, Jeff, I'd like you to pick a card, any card at all. Well, that's a nice card right there, isn't it? Jeff, don't show me that card. Show everyone else that card. I'm not looking. Jeff, have you done it yet? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. I know you're quite slow with these things, but can you just tell me if you have it? Fantastic, Jeff. I want you to put your card right there. Now, do you remember your card? Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's good. Jeff. I know you are, bless you, that's why I chose you. Jeff, I want you to lie to me. Remember your card, but tell me a completely different card, out of the blue. Now you've got to speed up because Dean is vamping and he hasn't got his hands on, so you know, quick as we go. Tell me another card, not the card like that you picked up, but another card. Just tell me any card at all, Jeff. Come on, Jeff, come on.
9 of diamonds.
9 of diamonds, that's fantastic. Jeff, hold out your hands. Both preferably, yeah, hands together, thank you, son. Right, we're going to count it together, yeah? Can you count? Yeah. Fantastic, we go M-I-N-E. What's that spell, Jeff? Mine, right, you think you mean mine, 9, not mine. Then you put me off now. We're going O-F. Off, yeah? Off. Fantastic. And we're going to do diamonds. Actually, Battersea, let's go. D-I-A-M-O-N-D-S. Fantastic. Jeff, do you know what we need now to find his card? Well, it's false information he gives me, but we need a bit of magic. Put your hands back. I haven't told you to go. Here we go. M-A-G-I. Was that your card, Jeff?
Yeah.
Was that his card, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my goodness, we are fantastic. Jeff, take a seat. Thank you so much. I'll show you one more little trick because this is the best thing. So, I'm going to take this card for a quick. Dean, you right there? Fantastic, it can keep going forever and ever. But this trick, because we've got 2 cameras in the room, I'm going to show you something amazing. We can make this card get smaller and bigger. Are you ready? Smaller. And bigger. Fantastic. Oh, bless him, he can go on and on for days, can't he? How are you things, Dean? You're right. Great. Yeah? Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? Are you sure you're sure you're sure you're sure? Let's continue on, shall we? I only ask things I'd ask any superstar. What is it that you have got that puts you where you are? Oh, I'm waiting. Yes, I'm a Captain fan. I'm dying to be shown that you are not just any man. So you are the Christ, you're the great Jesus Christ. Feed my household with this bread. Oh, you can do it on your head. There is something gone wrong. Why do you take so long? Come on, King of the Jews. Say, aren't you scared of me, Christ, Mr. Wonderful Christ? You're a joke, you're not the Lord. You're nothing but a fraud. Take him away, he's got nothing to say. Get out, you king of the... Get out, you king of the... Get out, you king of the Jews. Get out, you king of the Jews. Get out of my life. Jesus Christ Superstar, everyone. Fantastic show. Now, what did you all think of that one? Yeah. Quite heavy, quite over the top, and it's a special treat you pull out. Now, sometimes you really wouldn't take that into an audition, but I did, didn't I, Dean? And
absolutely.
Well, the looks we got from the starting impression were a bit blown away, as to put it. So, why this one? Out of all 3, you can do whatever you want with it. Now, I attempted that trick a few months ago and it went horribly wrong because it wasn't the right card. And when I went up to this person who was part of the magic circle, and I went, "Here's your card," and she said, "No, it's not." I'm like, "No, it's not. Was it this one? No. Was it this one? No. Was it this one? No." We just threw the deck of cards in the air and just left it at that and said, "Yeah, magic." Did that little magic trick. And I learnt magic as part of my skills studying cabaret at the University of Chichester. Great that, isn't it? I studied under some of the best magicians there is. Some even on Britain's Got Talent, so you never know. Stealing tricks as we go along. But I want to put the question to you all now. You've heard 3 different songs. 3 different ones. What was your favourite one?
JCS.
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 What about Herod? Hands up for Herod. Herod was JCS, put your hands up. Higher than a hawk. 1. And what about Grow For Me? Granted, we don't bring the plant into the auditions. Oh, 1 hand went down. Grandad, what are you doing? But I'm going to tell you, there's no right way. What's going on upstairs? They're having more fun than we are. But there's no right and wrong answer to anything. It's all down to artistic opinion. I mean, Dean, what was your favourite one? Don't answer that. So, shall we move on? Dean, shall we move on?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to answer that one?
No.
Let me hold you there. Thank you so much. Okay, moving on. So we trained at the Brit School, and that's where we started. And then we thought, being a straight actor doing Shakespeare and monologues and just that isn't really the way to go. For me, we had to make it a bit more camp. So we chose musicals, and I went to the University of Chichester. I've said it once or twice, probably 3 times, but just to make sure you know all the facts. Where did I go? Fantastic. I'm glad you're all keeping up. That's a good sign. And besides, we're what? Oh, we're doing good time indeed, aren't we?
Good, yeah.
At Chichester, my casting changed slightly, and we took on new shows, new different roles. And the question was, we had 1 musical, and I went for my absolute go-tos, and we didn't get it. But when I got the cast list, I was cast as something completely different, and that was a bit of a shock. When the opportunity for Chicago, the musical, came along, I was cast as the one and the only Billy Flynn. Hit it. Razzle dazzle all of you. I don't care about expensive things, cashmere coats, diamond rings, don't mean a thing. All I care about is love, that's what I'm here for. I don't care for wearing silk cravats, ruby stud, satin spats, don't mean a thing. All I care about is love. Give me 2 eyes of blue, softly saying,
I need you.
"Oh, Dean," when I see her standing there. Oh, honest mister, I'm a millionaire. I don't care for any fine attire, Vanderbilt might admire. No, no, not me. All I care about is love. Show me long raven hair flowing down, bout to there. When I see her running free, keep your money, that's enough for me. I don't care for driving backward cars or smoking long box cigars. No, no, not me. All I care about is doing the guiding. Who's picking on you? Twisting the wrist that's turning the screw. All I care about is Now, just moving forward, I know you're probably expecting all the props to come out, so I do apologise that there were no girls with feathers. Dean tried to have the feathers, but he said no, sadly. So, But he agreed to do that one line, so I let him off. And he did it fantastically, didn't you, Dean?
Fantastic.
Fantastically. So what do you think? Am I right for Billy Flynn? As opposed to Mr. Cellophane? Or are we good for both? Good, yeah, that's the right answer then. So, I was so prepared. I studied every day, I rehearsed all my lines, all my songs. But unfortunately, the world had other plans and decided to throw a pandemic into the works. So, Chicago never happened, unfortunately. But one day, it will. One day. Believe in your dreams, one day it will. So, oh, I know it brings a tear to your eye, but don't cry. We'll be Billy Flynn one day, don't worry, Lloyd. So, let's move on. You continue to research your musicals, and you think, what do I want to play? What roles are best for me? And there's one show in particular that I always come back to, and I think, this is my absolute dream role. This is who I want to be. Dean, are you ready yet?
We're always ready.
Oh, fantastic. Look him. So, I'm not going to give any hints into the musical, but I think you all kind of know where this is going now. So, Dean, you look like you are in need of a shave.
What gave you that idea?
Allow me to help you, Dean. Just as Sweeney Todd did, but we love Dean too much to be doing that, so don't worry Dean, not today. Put yourself up. Sweeney Todd, what a show. He looks young already, doesn't he? Look at him. This is a good little one, isn't it? Use it for myself later. But I can't grow any facial hair, so... So, Pretty Women. Now, we would get onto the topic of love, especially in musical theatre world, but that's a whole complete other show, especially my experience with love, because it only goes one way. I know it's not that way before any of you think. But one day, you might see the name in lights. Sweeney Todd, played by Max Marchesi. Be a nice thing, wouldn't it? Just imagine it. And who knows, we could actually slip some throats in. So, now we get on to the fun part. You've completed all your... Did I miss something? Here we go, the fun part. You've completed all your training. You've done all the dances, the ballet, the tap, the jazz. Your feet could fall off. You've done all the singing, you've hurt your voice so much. You've done all the acting, you know everything. So, now comes on to the fun part, and I'm about to experience this fun part, and that's auditioning for jobs. Now, auditioning for schools and auditioning for jobs are very two different things, aren't they? Very. So, I've done countless auditions. Some for jobs, where I've been successful. Some for schools, where I haven't been so successful. And with performers, there's two different sides. You can either take it on the chin and say, better luck next time, or you hold a hissy fit. And I do a bit of both. I mean, my mum knows all the hissy fits, all the tears, and the anger. But you can't hold a grudge to it, you really can't. Because the funny thing about this industry is you will meet everyone more than once in your life. You'll meet people you don't like, you'll meet people you love. You'll meet people where you just think, oh my God, I've got to put up with you again. So, you have to take it on the chin, but keep it in your dark side. And with this little song, and I hope you all know it, it's a fairly new musical. But we'll see if you know it. I always say, if I haven't got the job, well... You say, the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you heard in the sea, when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back soon, you see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send you for the armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da, ya ba da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya ba da 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 ya da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject. Sure, my favourite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and our love into my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Ba ba da da da, ya ba da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya ba da 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 ya da da da. Everybody, da 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 ya ba da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. You'll be back from Hamilton, just if you didn't know. King George, what a fantastic role. Who knows? It has come my way on the audition sector, so we never know. Should we go for it? Yeah. That's very positive, isn't it? Would you give it to me, Dean?
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
In a few years' time.
Oh,
He's a bit young.
Take the compliment. Take the compliment. It's bad enough being asked, can I see your ID when you're 23 for a drink? But when you're going for a role that's, say, 30 years old, and they say you're too young, take the compliment. So, you'll be back. Just remember that saying. These people, whoever you meet, they will come back into your lives. So never hold a grudge. Because you never know, they could offer you the next job or the next big success. Even if you don't like them, you just grit and bare your teeth. But speaking of gritting and baring your teeth, I think this next song, you can all agree, once you hear it, will sum it up. Where you just smile and get on with it. Because things could be much more worse. We couldn't be, well, we could not, might be, an MT performer. We could be doing something else completely different. So, do you know what I said? Some things in life are bad, they can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse, don't swear, Dean. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this will help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. I can't whistle. Always look on the right side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just perch your whips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Come on, join in, you know you want to. Always look on the right side of life. For life is quite absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your sins, give the audience a grin. Enjoying is your last chance anyhow. And always look on the bright side of life. And just before you draw your terminal breath, everybody, you ready? Always look on the bright side of life. Where my Monty Python fans at? Go on, raise your hands if you love a bit of the Pythons. I'm going to give you a fun fact. The man sitting to my right was the MD for the West End tour, Spamalot. I only get the best, don't you worry. But no, if you do like Monty Python, and you do like the music from Monty Python, come see me after the show, because I've got another show for you in October that you won't want to miss. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sad to say this now, but we've come to that point in the show. We've said our hellos, we've laughed, we've cried, we've done magic. Jeff, well done. No, it was a struggle, but we got there in the end. I wanted to tell this story about mainly me, and I hope you all know what MT performers go through, because most of you don't. There's a lot of tears, there's a lot of laughter, heartbreaks, romances, there's so much of it. And it's a great story to tell. And now I've finished about 7 years of training. I just finished up at Associated Studios, a drama school, and little me would be so surprised to have got into a drama school, but most importantly to get an MA. That'd be good, won't it? So, I hope you've all learnt something, and you take away the life lesson of, next time you see a show, how much training and preparation went into those performers. How much do they really love doing this? Because I adore it. And I think you can all see I adore it, and I know well, most of you are adoring it. I'm going to say about 80% of you. But thanks for coming anyway. I mean, if you've enjoyed it all. So, Dean, before we bid bon voyage to everyone, let's say one more song. So how did I finish up 7 years of training? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for joining me this evening. And just remember, I did it my way. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain, because we're going to leave in a minute. My friends, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spat it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that. And may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, 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 not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels. And the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Yes, it was my way. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. But, ladies and gentlemen, do you think I'm going to leave it there? Let's give you an encore. Who wants an encore? Dean, shall we? One last time. I'm not getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Pull out the stoppers, let's have a whopper. So get me off the you know, this was for my MA dissertation, the whole event. Booking the venue, inviting an audience, selling tickets, hiring Dean, hiring Chella, hiring Bobbie. And this is it. We'll see if we get an MA from this now. So go grab a drink, enjoy yourselves, and I hope you enjoy the show.